Well, Gary, a very disappointing result and performance today.
Yeah, very much so, John. You know, very encouraged by the recent performance away at Eastleigh. Basically went with the same team, apart from one player, Ferry Lewis, who weren't 100% fit. Even though he's declared himself fit, John, I think that he had a bit of a calf strain from the game from Eastleigh, and I think the turnaround time was a bit of a concern to us. So, precautionary more than anything, we left him out. So we went with the same team, John. Expected, you know, a lot of mobility in the side, which I think we showed at Eastleigh. A lot of good movement, and I thought we took a lot from the Eastleigh game to really look forward to seeing the team play today. I think there was a situation in the first half, John, that it seemed, looking at the performance from the side here, that 4 or 5 players found it too much to handle. A local derby, 3,500, not 3,500, 3,500 people. Too many players. Froze and found it hard to adjust to the game. And, you know, you see things and you learn certain things about your players. And disappointed with the goals, very disappointed with the goals as far as I'm concerned. I think we given the ball away cheaply in the middle of midfield, John Goddard. On the first goal, I think the ball's got worked out to the left hand side. Joey Jones is, as far as I'm concerned, too far off the man. It still looks a soft goal from our own, John. Like I say, I'd like to see it on the DVD. That was that. Second goal, just after a substitution. Brett Williams has got the better man than Newton. I think Ross Warren could tip it over the bar. It looks easier to tip over the bar than try and stop it, as far as I'm concerned. We're disappointed with the goals, John, you know, and never really got going. Second half, we huffed and puffed. We only really worked the goalkeeper really in the first 45 minutes from one long range shot from Chrissy Arthur. When we knew that there was having a goalkeeper in goal today who hasn't been playing, we didn't test him enough. And say apart from the last 10 or 15 minutes when we got the goal back, we had a go. Over the 90 minutes, no complaints. They were the better side on the day, which is frustrating and disappointing to say that, but you know, just don't kid ourselves, John. You know, we've lost our way. We've lost our way recently, and you know, we're in a little bit of a slump at the moment. Even though the league position looks healthy, you can certainly drop down the table very, very quick in this league. And as much as we could have a very good or overall good first half of the season, we're going to make sure we don't have a poor second half of the season. So we have to roll our sleeves up and we have to dig deep. And as I say, on the day, disappointing.
And Gary, it must disappoint you too that really, on the balance of play, Aldershot seemed to want it more really than perhaps Woking did today.
I totally agree with that. I think they showed more desire than us. I think they had more about them than us. I think basically we had too many players out there today, John. Certainly in the first half, where, as I said, I think that it was either too much for them or they couldn't rise to the occasion.
And also, Gary, I think the other thing that was noticeable was that I imagine a lot of Woking fans would have thought, right, second half, Woking will really come out firing and really try and get about Aldershot and try and get back one goal, which might then put them under pressure. But that didn't really seem to happen either today.
No, we were second, John. We were second best. We were second best. We didn't have enough leaders. We didn't have enough about us. As I say, over the 90 minutes, we can't complain. You can't complain. You know, it's frustrating as a manager, it's frustrating, I'm sure, as a supporter, that you find yourself in an area of the league table where, certainly the way we're playing recently, John, we're very, very flattered by where we are. But a great opportunity today in front of your own fans and a good crowd, and after winning away at Aldershot and being a distance in front of them on league points at the moment, it was a great opportunity, you know, because they came in today's game, I'm sure, a little bit low on confidence after getting beat by Barnet on Friday. But you know, all credit to Andy Scott and their playing team, but they showed a bit of character and desire more than us. And you know, people could talk about having this player and that player. They've had their injuries, John. We've got ours. It's about a squad game. we weren't good enough. We weren't good enough.
And looking for positives today,
Yeah.
encouraging news that Scott Rendell came on and he looked like his old self, and indeed he made things happen, didn't he?
Well, you know, Scott's a big player, as we know, for us, but it's nice to have him back. Like I say, I think that I don't want to go into details, as you can appreciate, of, you know, the players who came out the game with any credit. There was not many of them, John. I must be saying that over 90 minutes. But, you know, we'll see where we are. Like I say, it's just after the game now. You can say something or feel something and that there, but I think players have to realise, all I would say is that they're here for a reason. They come from league clubs because they haven't made it yet, whether they've got potential or not in respect of their development going forward, and this is the next ground. They don't come from the league clubs, come down to Woking because they're too good for the league club. So they have to turn around and do their grounding there. And it's important as well that the senior players who have been at league clubs try and help pull these younger players through and help them with their development between starting now and the end of the season.
And at least a game is close on the horizon. Next up here, Eastleigh, New Year's Day, and perhaps a chance to really show what Woking can do and how this team can play.
Well, I hope so, John. I ain't sure whether I want that to happen at the moment, or do I want it to snowstorm? I don't know, but nah, it's where it is, John. Gutted, you know. Of course you're going to be gutted. It hurts me bad. Of course we look forward to the Easter game, we know that. But, you know, I want it so much for the supporters, John, and where we've been all season, and all of a sudden you come into a Christmas and New Year period, which is an important time, and, you know, we're losing our way. We've got to dig deep. The window opens next week, the transfer window of January, so we'll have a assess of our squad. You know, have we had the best of certain players, whether they're loan players, whether they're our players, and have a little chat about certain things, and then try and have a little chat, me and Steve Thompson, with Jeff Chappell and the chairman of the football club, and see where we are. But it is important that we try and bounce back. It'll be a tough game Eastleigh, we know that, but there's no easy game. But we've got to keep pushing, John. You know, 18 games, second half of the season, we've got to try and get as many points as we can and keep in an area or stay at that end of the table where we want to be.
Lovely, thank you very much for your time, Gary.
Cheers, Lord.